Go to
Don't want to
sleep.
fight. All right, go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
Don't want to
man.
fight. Yo, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo. Plenty of times.
When?
Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man, you already
You
know.
fronting.
You know what's
You
up.
fronting now. Don't front for Gilly now.
No fronting. No
All
front. Keep it a being though. We know we asked for that fight plenty of times.
When? That's what I'm saying. When? You keep saying keep it a buck. I'm saying when.
Plenty of
Now you saying one thing and your dad saying another. So when?
What you mean?
You saying one thing and your dad saying another thing. So what is what?
We asked for that fight. I've been asking for that fight since 2018. What are you talking about? Since I was a baby.
You been asking to fight me since 2018.
All the top guys. Man.
Cut it. You believe that? You a fool. You believe that? You a fool. He's drunk. He's sleepy.
And that's why I called him Jaron Smokescreen Ennis. Because it became evident after a while. Once you really start looking into what's going on and what Ennis Pops is saying and what he is saying, it's not flushing out. People been saying for a while, Ennis has been using Terrence Crawford name, but not really trying to move in that direction. Well, now you got put on blast in front of the whole world. See, that stuff catches up. Now, once again, look how talented Jaron Boots Ennis is. Now, how old is Jaron and how many fights do we have? I know he got more fights than Errol Spence. I know Jaron is in his late 20s? Or he might even be in his 30s. I got to look it up. But the point is, look at the talent and look at his resume. This is the example of what I'm talking about when I say you're a talented fighter, but you don't move and shake like one. This is the separation between Devin Haney. Now, I think Jaron Ennis has more natural talent than Devin Haney, but yet and still, he's 30-something fights in and nothing significant. Okay? Devin Haney, 23. Not as talented in my eyes, but yet and still, he's further along. Why is that? That's the difference between somebody who's talking and somebody who's walking it. Devin Haney moves different than these guys. That's what I'm saying. Now, if Jaron Boots Ennis was moving like Devin Haney, full-fledged fan. Because I think Jaron Boots Ennis is talented. He has some holes he needs to patch up. But other than that, I think he's more of a natural talent. Well, why isn't that natural talent moving like somebody who's less talented than him? Meaning somebody who's less talented than him has got further along faster and at a younger age and has fought better competition than this fighter that's more talented than him. Once again, these are the issues in boxing. Stop using these guys' name if you're really not gonna move and shake like that, because eventually it's gonna get to a point where you get exposed what you're doing. And one thing I can say about boxing, you may be able to front for a long time, but eventually, the truth comes out. And eventually you're gonna have to face something that's gonna show and prove what you are. You know, but these guys at the end of the day, it's too much theater in boxing. It's too much fronting in boxing. Okay? Jaron Ennis was supposed to have a proper step-up fight a long time ago, a fight that actually put his name out there. But instead, he's trailer hitching the Terrence Crawford name and fronting and got put on blast in front of the world. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put heat on yourself for the next fight. So we don't need to hear no Karens or no this, that. You need to have somebody, it'd be a good fight for Jaron Boots Ennis. And since Keith Thurman is sitting around with nothing to do, fight Keith Thurman. That'll put your name in a proper perspective where you want it. Go ahead and fight you with Keith Thurman. You beat Keith Thurman, then that's something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's way better than everything else that he's been doing this entire time. But you want to put your name on the map, you need a name like that. Hey, look, and it's been time. Was he 32 fights? I mean, Jesus. It's been time. But instead, at this stage in your career, you doing stuff like this? Maybe Jaron and his pops don't believe in him. You know, maybe they don't believe in his talent like they say they do. Obviously. You know, and like I said before, it's a reason they have moved Jaron like that. They ain't doing that for no reason. It's a reason for that. It's a reason he's that old and got that many fights and nothing significant. It's a reason for it. Just like it's a reason that Devin Haney is at where he's at. And the main difference is, at the end of the day, it's going to be actions. This is why I celebrate people who move and shake properly in boxing. Because I want them to see that this is what's celebrated. This is where it's at. This is how you get hot. This is how you get talked about. This is how you get your names, you know what I'm saying, put up there with the rest of them. This is how you do it. But when you got fighters doing what Jaron does, that's the result of the propaganda and the theatrics of the boxing world that we now play behind the curtain. You know, it's less of boxing and more of theater. But then again, that's just my opinion. Like, comment, subscribe, along.